Welcome back. Today we are talking about bearing sorrows. He healeth the broken in heart and bindeth up their wounds. Psalm 147, verse 3. Let us consider the universal liability of man to sorrows. The testimony of Scripture that man is born to trouble is continually echoed by thousands who know nothing of the Scriptures, but simply speak the language of their own experience. The world, nearly all men agree, is full of trouble. It is a true saying that we come into life crying, pass through it complaining, and leave it disappointed. Of all God's creatures, none is so vulnerable to sorrow as man. Body and mind, and affections and family, and poverty are all liable in their turn to become sources and avenues of sorrow. And from this, no rank or class possesses any immunity. There are sorrows for the rich as well as the poor, for the learned as well as the unlearned, for the young as well as the old, for the castle as well as the cottage. And neither wealth nor science nor high position can prevent their forcing their way into our homes and breaking in upon us sometimes like an armed man. These are ancient things. I know the poets and philosophers of old Greece and Rome knew them as well as we do, but it is well to be put in remembrance. For what shall best help man to meet and bear sorrow? That is the question. If our condition is such, since the fall, that we cannot escape sorrow, then what is the surest remedy for making it tolerable? I maintain that the Apostle Paul's doctrine of a risen Christ comes in with a marvelous power and exactly meets our necessities. We have one sitting at the right hand of God as our sympathizing friend who has all power to help us and can be touched with the feeling of our infirmities. Even Jesus, the Son of God, he knows the heart of a man and all his condition. For he himself was born of a woman and took part of flesh and blood. He knows that sorrow, what that sorrow is. For he himself in the days of his flesh wept and groaned and grieved. He has proved his love towards us by bearing our manners for 33 years in this world, by 1,000 acts of kindness and 10,000 words of consolation, and by finally dying for us on the cross. God bless and shalom.